Welcome to the Bizness Edge, an innovative podcast focused on decoding entrepreneurs and industry leaders. Discover the roots, struggles, successes, failures, and hustle required by modern-day entrepreneurs. Buckle up, Edge Nation. It's about to get real.
Welcome to the Bizness Edge. My name is Mike G, and I am excited to be in studio today with a very special guest. And I don't think I've ever had anybody as unique as you in my studio before. So welcome, Tony Watts.
What's up? What's up?
Tony is a local artist here in Phoenix, Arizona. He's a rapper by trade, and he comes to us straight out of Watts, California. In fact, we just coined the new phrase, Mr. Calazona. Yeah. I love it, man. So we're going to hashtag that. Hashtag Mr. Calazona. Anyway, welcome, Tony. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Love having you here, man. And there's so much we're going to go over, and you just got a new album that's about to drop. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your musical style, some of your influences, and maybe we'll ham it up and do some voices and shit. That'd be fun.
Cool.
But really, tell us about yourself. So, where are you from? What do where do you come from? What are your roots?
I was born and raised in Watts, Los Angeles. And I was raised singing in church and all that good stuff. So I've been doing music all my life. So
yeah,
I didn't really start rapping until I got about 18, and I started having a lot to say. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. So growing up in Watts, what was that like?
It was rough. You don't really know how it is until you move out of Watts, and then you're like, damn, I don't think I'm going back. But it was just life.
Yeah. I mean, you hear stories like we just saw Straight Outta Compton came out last year, and I'm sure a lot of let's call them melanin challenged people, white folk. We're shocked to see what that was like.
I don't know why that was the good life. They made it out
and became millionaires.
They
process,
they
right?
didn't see all the real. They didn't show all the real gangbanging, and people that didn't have a dream or couldn't rap, or So it's a lot involved into it, but it's life.
Well, how old are you, man? How old are you today?
Musically, or
no? How old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32,
yeah,
man.
2012.
You look young, man. You're pretty young. So here's the cool thing about that. I mean, you came up, I think, I'm going to say probably, so you're 10 years behind me. So you were in the 80s, 90s. 90s were probably your teenage years.
Yeah.
And so what was Watts like in the 90s?
Watts riots, and it was real gang banged out.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of everything. Watts is, it's South Central LA.
Yeah.
It's all.
And your mom raised you?
Yeah, raised by my mama.
Tell me about your mom.
My mama just overworked and underpaid. You know how the story go.
Yeah.
But I take care of mama now, so
yeah.
She good.
Good man.
Yeah,
that's good. What did she teach you?
She just taught me, love, and I figured everything else out along the way. You know what I mean? But she just taught me love.
So often we don't get the chance to acknowledge parents for what they teach us, and that's great, man. Well, what's your mom's name, by the way? Shout out to mom.
Shout out moms. KC Lyrics, Catherine Curtis.
I love it.
She sing too. She sing gospel.
Does she? All right. And she belongs to a church out here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. She do a church thing,
Well, and when you were growing up, what were some of your influences and what were some of the struggles?
Some of the influences, was just, now, growing up without really having much. So I always wanted to have stuff, seeing mom struggle. So I always wanted to pay the bills. Yeah.
Was your dad around?
I met my real pops when I was about 27.
Mm-hmm.
I just met him not too long ago, but my stepfather, he was around a lot, in and out the penitentiary. So,
Yeah. That had to be rough.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Like you say, though, you just go through it, though. You don't know what's going on. You're just doing the best you can do,
Oh, yeah. And you're surviving.
Yeah.
Right. That's a big part of it. So your influences, who influenced you in music?
Music, I call myself a musical weirdo, cause I like, cause I sing too, so
yeah.
I like people from Snoop to Stevie Wonder to
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it gets in there. You know, I like some country. You know, some Darius Rucker. You know, I like some. You know, I'm a little everywhere with music. Yeah.
What about heavy metal?
Train, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, Train's a great book. Yeah, they're a great group.
You know, but I just love music. Like you know, it don't matter what type of music, if it's got the right feeling. You know, I watch a lot of movies, so you know when the right song come on, you know what I mean. You know, you try to act like you ain't get teary-eyed, you know.
It was a song, had nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, no. I got something in my eye.
Something in my eye. Hashtag something in my eye.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Well, the influences that you had I want to know about your influences in rap because I have a lot of influences as well. And so tell me about them.
Well, growing up, a lot of my influences in rap was, you know, Twista, Snoop, you know, Tupac, you know, that was, you know, like, you know, people that made a lot of noise, you know, even Jay-Z, you know, and, you know, now, you know, getting a little older, a lot of my influences is Kanye, you know, Kendrick, J. Cole, Big Sean, you know what I mean, rap-wise, you know, them type of people I really, you know, listen to, you know.
Yeah. And your influence in the music that you're doing right now. And I watched your video one time. Now, by the way, Tony Watts has a video out, and it's called Church, but it's not spelled like church.
Not spelled as a traditional church, you know.
So it's so let's go ahead and pull that up. We'll take a look at that video real quick. I want to share that with everybody so they have a feel and a flow of you know what you're up to. So let's go.
If you been playing games, we gon' take your ass to. If you ain't getting changed, we gon' take your ass to. If you always pointing blame, we gon' take your ass to. If you been acting strange, we gon' take your ass to. You be calling my name like I am the one. I am the son of the Most High. I am the dark. I am the light in the third eye. I am the savior, I save your soul. Take you from empty to outer glow. Oh, I'm the bad guy, damn right. I done been treated bad my whole life. I do not sleep at all at night. I cannot hide from what's wrong or what's right. Get out your ass. You are not that amazing. First you live, then you die. It ain't no escaping.
That's awesome, dude. That's some good flow right there. I like it.
Alex Tantana, he shot the video.
Yeah. Where was that?
Jack London, he produced it all, you know.
And that looks like it's in with South Phoenix?
It's actually downtown Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at an old abandoned church, you know.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
wow, that's a great setting.
It was nice and spooky. Yeah.
Who were your models? Who were the gals underneath the? Were they girls?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Beautiful ones.
Yeah. We had Haley Halleck in there. I think
Halleck,
she's the one in the black. I got a big crush on her. Don't tell her. Anyway, and so what was the name of the other model?
Tammy Fritz.
Yeah. So you know, I would love to pull up. We'll pull up some pictures, but later on in the post production.
Yeah, they were awesome.
That's the cool shit I get to do is post production. Anyway, back to the conversation. So what is the influence of church? Where did you come up with that concept?
You know all the big talk of religion. You know how deep that conversation goes.
Yeah.
You know, I was raised, you know, in church, but you know what I mean. I'm not churchy. You know, like my church is more of like a street, you know, realism. Like, you know, I'm a realist. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I like science and all that kind of stuff. So I like to, you know, I like to figure it out. 1 + 1 is 2 because I can see that all day. So you know.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
so you got to have evidence for your faith.
You got a lot of people
Yeah.
that like to point the finger and say, you know, and 9 out of 10 times it's to make them feel better for what type of life they live in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all the same thing. It's just reheated different ways. You know, you point the finger, you point 3 back at yourself. You know,
That's right. That's true.
You know,
I like that. I mean, that's a great philosophy because one of the major things that I think most religions teach is forgiveness, right? And then, but yet there's all this backbiting and shit talking, and you know, and it's hypocrisy, right, at its worst.
Yeah.
So is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, and you know, I don't even blame it as, you know, so much hypocrisy. I feel like everybody's doing the best they know how to do, but a lot of times when somebody's views are different than yours, maybe because you grew up different or whatever the case is, you know, you know, they point the finger instead of, you know, trying to understand. People fear what they don't understand.
That's true.
And so it's you know, it's got a lot to do with fear.
Yeah.
You know, and taking you to church is breaking it down and giving you the knowledge, you know, because you fear something because you don't understand it, but you don't understand that because you fear it, you know.
It's a big circle. It's a catch-22. So the next question I want to ask you is along the lines of, you know, like where you come from and what your life was like, but how did you get started in this industry, in the rap industry, the music industry? Because this is a big deal here. You know, what you're up to is a massive undertaking. How did you get started? Where'd you come from?
I've actually been rapping about 10 years, you know. And I used to go by different names and, you know, a couple of different things. You know, growing up from boys to men, you know.
What names?
You know, Big Ace. We'll just say Big Ace.
Big Ace, okay.
That was one of the finest ones, you know.
Yeah.
Tony Watts wouldn't be nowhere without Big Ace, you know.
I got it, yeah.
You know, but I learned a lot of lessons, you know, dealing with my other trade name and everything, and so I feel like I'm not going to make those mistakes with Tony Watts. And you know, even though I've been rapping 10 years, I'm just now furiously like not taking no for an answer. So you know, and to the point that I don't even have to get paid to do it. I'm gonna do it because I love to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's commitment.
And, you know, I'm putting my own money up, everything. You know, independent, 120%. So you know.
Well, that's the way to be. I think a lot of artists are starving and struggling, and you know, I mean, you got to make ends. Yeah, you know, I mean, they got to meet, and so you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, if you're gonna rap burgers, you know. You got to quit that job and chase your dream down. You know,
exactly.
It's definitely gonna run from you. You know, it ain't gonna be easy. You know?
Yeah,
it ain't as easy as going to sleep. You got to wake up. You know.
You know. Curtis Jackson, right? 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I watched a video of him recently saying, you know what? I had to believe in myself. And I'm not quoting him perfectly, but he said, I almost had to be so convinced of my own success that people thought that I was arrogant. And I was so confident that I was going to make this happen no matter what, that people thought I was, you know, they misunderstood my confidence as arrogance. And he said, but I'm telling you,
because they feared it.
It was get rich or die trying. Yeah. Right? That's
I used to say get rich or die trying. Now I say get rich because it's necessary. You know what I'm talking about. You know what the signs say outside, you know, live or die trying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, because where there's a will, there's a way, you know. You just gotta have a plan, you know, plan to work and work your plan, you know. But, you know, I'm not gonna die trying, I'm gonna make it happen. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I love the thought process behind that, because look, you're either a hustler or you're pretending to be one. Yeah. Right. And I know a lot of people in business, and I mean, this is a business. Make no mistake about it. There's money to be made. Yeah. Right. And so even in the music business, although you struggle for a certain amount of time, I mean, we can look at all the greats, right? Some of the lyrically amazing human beings on the planet. You know, my favorites, and I'll just drop a couple names real quick. King's son, I love him. BDP, Boogie Down Productions. I love Eminem. That guy is wow. Brilliant, right? Yeah. Snoop Dogg and Tupac, legends. You know, and Biggie Smalls, for real. I love him. So I love rap, dude. I'm a big, huge fan. So I can't wait to see some of your stuff come out. What I was going to say was, it seems to me that we have this mentality that hard work pays, but let's cut some corners. And it's like, no, you don't cut them. If you're a hustler, you're willing to do anything it takes. Yeah,
you're gonna cut them corners, and sooner or later you end up cut a finger off, or cut a hand off, or cut a friend off, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, it ain't gonna be. If it was easy, everybody do it, you know. But you know, everybody not born to be a star. You got to be born to be a star. You know. Yeah. You know, you just can't make nobody a star. You can give everything. You can give somebody everything, but they're not gonna shine. You got to be born a star. So you know.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
If you're born a star. Well, what if you're not born a star? Then what do you end up as?
Man, you know, do what you got to do.
Be a moon.
You know, figure out what you was born for. You know.
You be a moon.
You know, but lead a rapper to me though. You know. Figure out what you was born for though.
Exactly. You know, I think everybody's born a star at something.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
I mean, like that yo-yo champion.
That's why they say you got to get out of your own way and get into your greatness.
Come on.
We're in our own way. But that's because the people at a lot of jobs that they had a lot of dead end jobs that they don't even like being at, but they still go every day. And then they get mad at somebody that's chasing their dream because it might not be easy for them. They might have to take some loans out, sell some cars, and you know what I mean. You might have to live on the street for a while. So you got to know if you really want it. It's got to be something you love and you want. So that way you can put yourself in a position to just be relentless.
Come on.
And
I love this, man. This is the kind of conversation I live for. You know what I'm saying? It really is. How do you overcome? Because really you're talking about like you might have to be homeless.
Yeah, you might have to be homeless, but you just got to know you really want it. You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect nobody else to believe in you. So it's all. That's why you gotta you got to get in your spot. Everybody got a spot where things just work for them,
Yeah.
Just like Stephen Curry, if he get in this spot, it's on. No matter who's in his face or nothing. It's every time. Somebody else try to run in his spot, they might not make it. No, you got to find your own spot. That's that man's spot. Leave that man alone. He got 10 years behind shooting in that spot.
Yep.
That same spot. That's why I go in for him. Harder you work, the luckier you get.
Come on. That's real. You know what, people, if people could really like understand that it starts with the dream, it starts with a vision, and then you got to put the work in. Yeah. And Gary Vaynerchuk's one of my favorite guys, and I'll turn him on to you. He's amazing. But Gary says it this way. He says, I don't give a shit about ideas. Ideas are a dime a dozen. I want to see what work you're putting in.
Yeah.
You show me that, and I'll show you a man with a dream.
Yeah, and that's what's matter. What you do when the camera's not on,
Right.
What you doing when you're not in the studio, you gotta do it every day. You can't tell yourself you want something, and then you don't. Every day you wake up, but you ain't did nothing to represent. How often do you write? I write every day,
Yeah.
I write because I write all kind of different music too. So.
Yeah. Well, what are some of the other music genres that you're in?
R&B.
Okay.
I like.
You sing?
Yeah.
What do you sing?
R&B,
Yeah, but
wrote a couple gospel songs,
All right.
I'm not Christian or anything. I believe in free religion, I'm just me,
Got it. Yeah. So, and when you say a gospel song, you wanna bust something out for us?
I sing a little Mother's Day song I wrote.
Okay. Well, let's hear that. I want to hear that.
All right.
You're gonna go a cappella because I don't have the music.
All right, no problem. You're a very special lady. I'm so glad you raised me. Now that I'm a man, I finally understand you did everything you can. Our life was never easy. Still you tried to please me. You never looked down, even when I made you frown. You always been around. Ooh, mother of mine, my mama, mama. Mother of mine, sweet mama, mama. Mother of mine, my mama, mama. Mother of mine, sweet mama. Just a little,
That was awesome. That just happened.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, my mother's going crazy. Like, you gotta record it before Mother's Day. She said, I gotta be in the video. I said, I'm hiring a model, mama.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So, God, I love my mama. You know what I mean? I do. I love that song. I can't wait for it to come out. When it does, you got
get one of those.
Yeah. No
yeah.
kidding.
So Tony Watts is gonna get weird with the music. You know what I mean? So right now I'm going through a transition. I'm going through from underground hardcore music to more of a now I don't give a shit. I'm gonna just say what I feel type of music, which is more. It's like a breath of fresh air because it's what a lot of people be thinking. But I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah. So let me jump into something here. Tony, what are some of the hard lessons you've learned? I mean, you had mentioned earlier, and as we go into this next segment, you had mentioned earlier that you had other avatars, I guess is the best way to call it, or other names that you used, and you learned some lessons there. Yeah. What were some of those lessons you learned?
Don't spread yourself too wide. Like I've done like music in a lot of different studios, just jumping around, and I lost some music, you just And when you try to put all your stuff together, it's just a little everywhere. You don't want to be everywhere because it's going to keep you that way. So when you become a little bit more musically mature, you kind of want to keep, you know what I mean, everything, you know, like you got to find reliable people to deal with music-wise, you know, that might have a little street credibility or at least love your music to where they treat it like it's theirs, you know, because the people around you it's more important than your music, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, it's just the energy alone just has to be all there, because if it's not there, it just ain't gonna work, you know.
Yeah.
I can't even record in some studios if the energy's not there with the engineer, you know. It's just like, you know.
That makes sense.
It's just like, nah, I'd rather not put this song out.
Yeah.
You know, here's your money for your time.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably one of the things that a lot of people just jump over. They're so excited to be, right? And then you get a seasoned professional that walks in and he's like, you know what, the energy doesn't feel good right now. Let's just do something else.
So I like to do projects. So I might be somewhere and I love this energy. At the same time, I love energy somewhere else. So I do a whole different project right here than I do right here. You know what I mean? Maybe two whole different projects. Same
sense.
person, just.
So when you ran across some people that were unreliable, what struggles did you face in that? See, it's important for people to know the kind of struggles that they will face when you're dealing, especially when you're dealing with people.
Well, first foremost, you know, money. You know, you waste a lot of money, but you can make money back, but you waste a lot of time.
Yeah,
and you can never get your time back. So you know,
that's right.
You know, every lesson is a blessing. You just got to learn from it and you know, not make that mistake again. And it's hard because that don't mean you can't trust somebody again. That just means you gotta, you know, step their credits up. You can't just let anybody around you. You know what I mean? Ask questions, find out who they are. You know, check their credibility out. Yeah. Somebody can have great intentions for you, but their actions just work against you. You know what I mean? You know, just because you love a lot of people, you know, the family. When it comes to family, you know.
Did you have that happen to you a few times?
Oh yeah, you go through it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like people intentionally mean to do it to you, but they're just doing the best they know how.
Yeah.
And once they run out of information, it's nothing but it's survival tactics. Then it's every man for themselves. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Man, you're like very gracious, man. I love that because usually when I ask people that question, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I had this happen to me and this happened to me and it sucked." And then I ask the question, "Well, what did you learn from it?" And man, you've already learned from it.
Yeah.
Like it's already there.
Yeah, stop being a victim and be the victor. You know.
Come on.
I'm ready now. You know, it's tables and turned. You know what I'm saying? I'm revised. You know, I got something to say. You
That's
know.
Awesome.
Hashtag I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. You know, I'm ready. Hey, they get mad too when the truth start to come out. You know, a lot of people get mad, but the truth shall set them free. But first, it's gonna hurt like shit. You know, it is what it is. You know,
that's true.
Shoe fits wear it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, why are you bringing up the past? This is my story. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, that's important. If you had one lesson that you could point out that made the biggest difference for you in your career, what do you think that was?
In my music career, hearing a lot of the music that's out. You know, a lot of the music that's out. And I'm not discrediting anybody because I dance to it all day and rap to it all day. But it's like, you know, my story's nowhere in there. You know, so it's like I feel like my story hasn't been told by anyone. It can't be told by anyone. So I see me there, you know.
Yeah.
I see space for me there still, you know, to where it might be 100 rappers like this and 1 million rappers like that. It's not I don't feel like it's no one there like me. So, you know.
Bringing a unique flavor.
I'm going for my crown,
Yeah.
You know.
There you go.
I'm comfortable where I'm at mentally. So now, you know, it's just.
You're multi-talented too, man. I mean, you got skills with rap. You got skills with me. You got a great vocal.
Yeah.
You know, and you got a great philosophy, and I think that right there is a winning combination for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I just like to, you know, I like good energy. You know, I'd rather make people smile and, you know what I mean, smile when they think about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make lives better and all that. And eventually that's where to go. But right now I'm telling my truth. So
yeah,
it's where a lot of people might think my music is this or this. It's a reality.
Yeah.
You know? If you fear it, it's because you don't understand it, you know. Hey, you know, take a seat, ask some questions, you know.
Right.
I might have some news you can use, you know. Yeah, you know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know what, man? Earlier, before we got started, we were hamming it up a little bit, and you were doing a Bernie Mac impression, and I was very impressed by your Bernie Mac impression. He's your uncle.
Uncle motherfucking Bernie. Y'all better go out and get the Tony Watts motherfucking album. Church motherfuckers. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Get it now. I'm sick of this motherfucking shit.
Now, so Bernie, Uncle Bernie, where do we get that album at?
Uncle Bernie done got me some hoes. He's like, do the impression. Like right now.
Yep.
The album be coming out this Tuesday, May 4th.
Yeah.
On iTunes, Spotify, everywhere else. Just Google Tony Watts Church.
And you've got a YouTube channel. That's also Tony Watts. And why don't we pull that up? We'll take a look at the YouTube channel real quick.
Facebook, Tony Watts. Instagram, The Real Tony Watts.
That's where you're at.
Not the fake one.
Not the fake one. No. Do they actually? Is there a fake Tony Watts up there?
If you type in the real Tony Watts and you accidentally type the wrong way, it's gonna be a foot fetish guy that pop up. It ain't me. That ain't me.
Let's find the foot. Let's find the foot fetish guy real quick.
The real Tony Watts.
I'm kidding. No. And what's the name of the album?
Church. Name of the album is Church. One of my singles on the album, one of my favorite singles is called "Put It on the Snap."
Okay.
It's a song about Snapchat. So I'm really trying to push that right now. Because Snap is pretty big right now. So I'm saying it first. I got the first Snapchat single.
All right.
You know what I mean? It's a po man copyright right here.
That's the best place to do it. We're gonna send that off to Gary Vaynerchuk and have him see. Gary has been pushing Snapchat like it's the greatest thing ever. And I just got on Snapchat, and honestly, it's the best thing ever. I mean, it's the best place to put your content.
Yeah.
People have to watch it or they don't.
I mean, it's pretty fun. It just don't, if you're in a relationship, don't put your girl on your Snap. Like, don't. Both of y'all got Snaps. It's gonna be bad when y'all break up. It's horrible.
My God.
And you looking at her Snaps, and she be trying to be all happy and taking all them cute pics and shit.
Yeah.
And you talking shit in your Snaps, like, man, I don't care. I'm free solo life. And man, I hate Snap. It's hard life like that, man.
Snapchat.
No relationship.
Relationship advice about Snapchat. This is Tony Watts.
He's like, I'm over here at the homie house. Like, you at the stove. I can see you at the stove. Probably with that bitch,
Oh my God.
Why you looking happy? Like, damn, I can't even be happy. Oh, whoa.
That's a battle. That's a battle to face.
That's okay. That's why Tony don't do relationships.
Tony, are you single?
Huh?
Are you single?
I'm always single. Even when I'm not, They love me. They understand.
They understand.
I'm a real human being.
Yeah.
I was born by myself. I'm gonna die by my motherfucking self. Shit.
Yeah.
In my Bernie voice,
My Bernie voice.
Yeah. I got to go alone. If you gonna take the poison and drink it when I go, I still ain't gonna drink it. Then you crazy.
No takers.
No takers.
No takers. Not in this studio anyway. Yeah, I mean, you are gonna die alone. Sorry.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's the real deal.
I ain't never seen a couple casket or nothing.
Nope. And I'm not either.
I wouldn't even want to. No, get your own damn casket. Shit, like damn.
Yeah, this is eternity. We're gonna go into eternity.
We're gonna get buried together.
And you're gonna stink soon. So I don't know about me, but you are.
Who it is.
The music itself is the point, and when your album drops, is this your first album?
It's my first album under Tony Watts. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we're gonna call it my first album.
Okay, great. So your first album, Church, by Tony Watts, and this new single that's coming out. You already put the video out for Church.
Yeah.
But the next single is
Put It on the Snap.
Put It on the Snap.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Hashtag put it on the snap.
Man, because they, your friend, you think it's cool. They looking at your girl snap. They know when you mad at her. Then they gonna send her them emojis. Hey man, I love Snap, but damn. And then I'll be mad looking at the supermodels. They don't answer you back. Like, hey.
Can you do a bit of the song?
Huh?
Will you do a bit of the song for us?
To put it on the snap?
Yeah. It'll be a cappella. I don't have the music, but.
Yep, I can do a little.
Okay.
Just edit this part out. I'm trying to think about how I start real quick. Henny got me feeling good. I be feeling fly. You know I really live that life. We be living life so good, I have to put it on the snap. I have to put it on the snap. I have to put it on the snap. Yeah. We be having nights so woke up feeling good with a morning wood. I wish a bitch would. I be smoking on some good, drinking till I'm full. Damn, I don't think I'm cool. Got it all on camera. She know who I am, bruh. I love how them titties stand up. Don't she with her man, bruh. Baby got a big butt, but he ain't got a big butt. Fast like 4G. I'm a young OG. I don't get no sleep. Sprint is my promo. A bitten apple is my logo. Feeling like I'm about to go pro. I'm an alcoholic. The liquor got me feeling brolic. Snap left and I snap twice. Ran out of time, so I snapped twice.
Uh-huh. That's good, man. That's really good. I like it. So you heard it here first on the Bizness Edge, no doubt.
The raspy version.
Oh my God, dude, that was awesome, and I can't wait to see the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be epic.
That's gonna be sick. There you go. That's good. That's good. And what was your influence for that, man?
I didn't hear a song out for Snap. I heard that the IG song, and I really liked it, that one. And I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, who made a Snapchat song? And as soon as I thought about it, I called Jack London up, ran to the studio. He made a beat. Yep. We made the song. We cooked it up,
Nice.
And it was good.
And it was good.
And it was good.
And the Lord said it was good.
That's what I do. I hashtag, I feel a song. I got a song in my head. I hashtag call Miho London.
Miho London.
Miho London.
All right, so who is Miho London? Introduce
Miho
us.
London.
Let's do a shout out to Mr. London.
That's one of my close friends and my producer.
Yeah.
My producer, engineer. Yeah, he actually produced every last song on Church.
Oh wow.
They're all his beats. Yeah.
Nice. And how do you know him?
It's one of my close friends, and that's who I work with right now.
I love it.
Yeah, little Mexican white looking guy, Miho London.
Miho London. He looks a little Latino.
Yeah, he likes to think he's an alien, but it works for it works for us, though,
Yeah. I love this, man. This is such a good conversation. When you when you get this like moving, right? Where do you want to tour?
I want to tour everywhere. I want to get in everybody's business.
Yeah.
Anybody let me in their business, I'm there.
Where's your first? What's your first? I mean, you know about the different, right, venues that are out there. What's your favorite venue you think you want to go to?
Coachella. Yeah.
Serious?
For sure.
Okay.
I want to go to Coachella. I want to go with it's a happy crowd, especially, a happy high crowd too. Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't even know when I'm rapping.
Pass the Ducci.
They ain't even heard the name. Tony Watts on there. Yeah.
Tony Watts, that's it.
That's Jay-Z.
Yeah,
whatever.
We'll take the $1 billion.
Yeah. We'll figure everything out later.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just want to get on tour. I like touring. I love doing music. I just want to get to just doing it. I just want to run some circles. Yeah. So I just got to find my spot and make it happen.
Well, hopefully this will be one of the things that you'll be able to use to meet somebody. Hopefully you'll get discovered. I would really be happy if that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as long as they know I'm the prize in the situation.
Right.
They getting something great. Because I'm just ready.
Yeah.
It's just my time. It ain't no doubt in my mind. It's just my time. It's my time.
Fantastic.
My time is here. I'm excited about it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no fear in my mind about it. I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta wake up and keep hunting. I'm a lion. Keep hunting. Lion or gazelle. Be the lion.
So I'm gonna make a really bold request. Can I get tickets?
Oh, for sure, man.
Some
We're going to come make
tickets,
sure Mike G get the tickets, man.
I'll bring my camera crew.
Yeah, we're going to bring the camera crew. We're going to do this all again. Like, they ain't believe us back on the edge, We here now. We in the building.
That's it. Yeah, we'll bring something good.
Yeah,
that'd be fun, man.
You never know. Hopefully we even get our moment with Haley. You never know what happens.
No doubt.
The mic's not on, is it?
No, her mic's not on.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Told you, I'm gonna punish you, girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, man. So I look forward to that. And one of my favorite venues, I would have to say, is yeah, I really like the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I think I saw Snoop Dogg and Dre
everywhere.
Ice Cube is my spirit.
Yeah,
animal.
Underwater Club, I'm there.
There you go. Underwater Club.
I'm just there,
You know, I think you would do really well, like on a beach with 100,000 gorgeous, scantily clad young ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Giggity-goo.
I'd be the guy with the phone, camera.
Yeah, camera getting all the good pics and everything. I'm a personality too, so I can control the crowd, man.
There you go.
I'm gonna have them smiling and laughing. I've had the blessing to meet a lot of people, in the industry already. So
Yeah, who have you met?
Snoop Dogg, Warren G, DJ Quick. I could go on forever. I met Mike Epps. He's a pretty cool guy.
He's a funny guy.
It was fun meeting him.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal when he was cool.
When did he lose his cool, man?
He ain't never gonna lose his cool. He too happy, man. He too much of a happy person.
He's funny.
Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean?
No, you met Kobe Bryant.
That's my dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
I almost cried.
Yeah, when he. Did you watch the last game?
No, I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it. I heard about it. I was like, damn.
I watched the last game.
I was recording something. That's why I couldn't watch it. You know what I mean?
I think he pulled. He was 62 points.
Yeah. See, that's the cool part about it. I'm not even an NBA fan or a Laker fan. I'm just a Kobe fan. So.
I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan.
My career in basketball is over with Kobe.
Oh, well.
It's done. On to the next thing.
Well, you're gonna have to find another.
Find me a
Kobe.
lacrosse player or something. Like, that's the dude. He's man.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, something. I gotta be different. I'm weird. I was vegan for 2 years, so.
You were vegan for 2 years.
I'm going back to.
What's the point?
I like to be the awkward black guy.
The awkward black guy.
Yeah. A female don't know how to keep me or nothing. She's like, I'm gonna cook for you. I don't think you are. What do you eat?
Raw vegan.
She just stresses her out. Why don't you eat meat? I eat it when I leave. You ain't gonna try to fatten me up, get me all comfortable and stuff over here. I'm gone.
I don't know, man. You might have a dual career as a comedian.
Yeah, something's going to happen. I'm going to tell a joke into a record deal or something. It's like, hey, you don't like the music? Give me 5 minutes. If I can make
open
you
mic,
laugh.
Open mic night.
Sign me. We're going to make it happen.
Open night, Mike.
Hello. I'm going to have to host and do the show. Like, hosting. I'm going to have a name for my funny personality.
For your funny bird.
Yeah.
We'll call you Funny Watts.
Funny Watts. That's got a ring to it, too.
Go. So you get hashtag Tony Watts, and then you're introduced by a hashtag Funny Watts.
Hashtag Funny Watts. Like, what's up? Yeah, I have a couple more impersonations down by that time,
Yeah.
Come do some other people.
You know what one of my favorite comedians is?
Who?
Russell Brand. Not Russell Brand. Peter Russell. What's his name? Oh, shit. This is bad.
Well,
because I can't remember his name, and he's my favorite. He's Indian.
You kind of look like one of those guys off of that TV show, and they all go out and prank.
Oh yeah.
You get it before? Who am I talking about?
I'm not that guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Pranksters.
Yeah.
Yes. They put a headset into the guy's ear, right, and they send him out and they say,
Mo, I think it's
do
Mo,
this.
Yeah.
And he does it. He's blindfolded.
Yeah.
He has to say something, and he says, and he pulls the blindfold off, and is like, "You have really, oh wow, that smells funny." And he's on his knees, and then he pulls and there's some girl standing there, and she's like, her crotch is closed.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
It be going down.
It's terrible.
That'd be the type of show I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish Dave Chappelle, his shows would come back. I want to do some skits like that.
Oh yeah,
the Dave Chappelle skits.
All right, I want to do over. Because I remembered his name.
Yeah.
My favorite comedian of all time is Russell Peters. He is hilarious. I don't know if you've ever seen Russell Peters. Look, we could pull him up right now, but okay.
What's one of your faves?
He is not on here. He does. Somebody gonna get hurt real bad right now. So he's Indian, and he talks about his dad, and his dad would tell him, you know what? When he got in trouble, he'd be like, somebody's going to get hurt real bad right now. And the way he says it is just funny. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Somebody going to get hurt real bad right now, and I don't do it right. Anyway, but it's funny. That was terrible, right? Was that pretty bad?
It was pretty good.
You can do it.
I can do it, but that one right there, I don't do
Somebody
it.
gonna get hurt pretty bad right now. I don't know. That
You're
sounds
not
Jamaican. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Jamaican. That's my
Really
problem.
bad right now.
Somebody going to get hurt real bad right now.
I think I do a real good Jamaican impression until I meet Jamaicans. So then I'm like, I don't know what to say.
I have the same problem. So I do an Indian one, but I have the problem of if I'm around Indian people.
Hey, doing it. Hey, that's what I was going to just say. I was like, I never knew if I was being disrespectful or not. Because when I'm around them, I'll be like, yeah, man, what's up, man? You know, go on. And when I'm, you know,
They look at you
I
sideways
just
like,
keep switching up. And I'm around
the
white
fuck is
people,
wrong
I'm
with
like,
you?
Bro, what's up? Like, dude, you just tripping, man. I don't understand you, man. And then I'm around my black friends. I'm like, for sure, nigga. Like, cuz. Nigga. You know, you already know. I'm going to be there at 5. Click on the other line, like, yeah, never mind. What are we talking about? You know, we really need to, you know. That's how life is. You gotta, you gotta have your different hats. It's just easier that way, you know what I mean?
right. Oh my God, all these different archetypes.
Like, no, he
I
would
pick up
never
the.
do that.
No.
You know?
Why would you?
No.
Why would you think such a thing?
He's Tony Watts.
That's right. Well, Tony, it's been fun having you in here. I got a couple more questions I want to ask you. So one of the things I want to ask you is what matters most to you, like in the world and society and, the way things are going. What matters most to you?
What matters most to me with everything going on, set up how I set up to where it really can't, you really can't control it, you just got to find a way to be happy, smile through the storm. That's just really most matter. It's like the best thing I can tell anybody is find a way to be happy in your current situation, or else you ain't gonna never make it out of this situation and be happy in another situation. You know, you got to find something to make you smile. If you're around a lot of negative people, get away from them.
Yeah.
Misery loves company, and, what that one lady on YouTube saying, nobody got no time for that,
Yeah.
Anybody got time for that? It's heavy, dealing with other people. If somebody call me, they always got something bad to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just stop answering their call. Like, shit. You just fucking moved up. Like, man, my mom, it be some real life stuff, though. But it's just like, stay away from the unhappy and unlucky. Like, man, my dog died. You like, man, I don't give a fuck.
I gotta
about
confess.
that
I've got an uncle that every time I talk to him, he's like got something bad to say about like how he feels.
Yeah.
I don't talk to him very much.
Yeah, and, that's the only time they call you too. It's like, what's up, man? You should call me when you like get some good news. Like,
Right.
I just got a check in the mail. Like, you don't call me then. Like,
Smoke a
shit.
bowl and call me, dude. Like,
all the people that tell you the long stories, they tell you a long story. Like, yeah, man, and this happened. Car ran out, man.
Should
But really,
write-
though, I just, man.
should write a song
only
about this
$100,
topic
though,
right
didn't
now.
it?
That's a song right there.
That's a song right
this
there.
topic right here. Stay away from negative ass people.
I already got that
That's a
song.
great
It's on the album too. It's called Stay Away from Still People.
I love it.
Still broke, still mad, still hating, still sad, still never winning, all that. It's on the
Oh
album,
my God. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's awesome. Well, and again, your album drops on Tuesday. That's May 3rd.
Tuesday.
May 3rd. You're going to be dropping that. And how many songs are on the album?
Songs on it's 13 on the album.
All right.
13 songs on the album,
Baker's dozen.
and I just do music pretty much how I want. It's how my mind works, and as you can see, it's a little bit everywhere. So, this church, it will have a part 2 eventually. Someday it will be a part 2 to the church, the whole church project. It was great making it and everything. Shout out to everybody involved. And can't wait for the world to hear it and grasp it, and get active. Can't wait to take them to church.
Yeah. I mean, we may just have, an award-winning artist in the studio right now. We don't even know it.
No doubt.
So that's cool.
No doubt. Tony Watts.
Tony Watts.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for him.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this going forward, and I know we talked about this a little bit, and I just want to cover it because I think it's important.
Cool.
And that is when you talk about your vision and where you want to go from here, right? How do you want that to look? Number one, and then number two, how do you want that to impact this world?
Well, when it comes to where I really want to go, I'm real big on just following the Owens, like you know what I mean? Like, I'm not so much focused on being in control of where I'm going to go musically or professionally. I'm just doing what feels right, and then I just go all the way at it, but it could be something else that happens, and that ends up being something great, a great venture, and I'm gonna go grasp that the same way. I'm gonna give it everything I got. So, you know, I just really want my music to be relevant, remembered. You know, I want to learn some things and, you know, get around some certain people I can learn some things from that's going to make my music even better. And I can't wait to hear it then. You know, I can't wait to hear myself a year from now.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I'm just focused on being me and being great. You know, doing what I love to do.
Yeah. And the difference that you're making, I think, in music, right, where young people get to see somebody just being authentic musically. That's a big deal because we're all like there's so many fake. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And to tell the truth, I hardly do music like for fun even more. It's just like I love music, so it's not really for fun. It's for projects. If I feel like I want to do this project, then that's why I'm doing it. And once I tell myself I'm doing it, I'm gonna feel like shit if I don't get it accomplished. So you know what I mean? I got to get it done because something told me to do this, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know. And I just love music. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be making noise. You know what I mean? Yeah. Going to be relevant. You know, I'm just you know who knows what door is going to open or if I walk through it. You know, because I'm not just you just can't dangle anything in front of me and not just take it like that. Because I'm self-made anyway. So.
That's wisdom. Yeah, a lot of people are always they're turning left and right all the time. And I remember this old saying that a man who's tossed to and fro like the wind. He doesn't have any roots, So, I mean, you really do got to choose the doors you walk through, and that's wisdom.
Because I can't let nobody take my weirdness, It might be unique. I like the weird word. Don't take my weirdness from me,
Right. Yeah.
I might,
Mr. Calazona.
Mr. Calazona, you know what I mean?
I've never heard that before ever. Yeah. You heard it here first.
Arizona,
right?
Mr. Calazona. Tony Watts up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're moving forward, man, and I think with this album here, where you break into, and again, we're going to be able to find you at The Real Tony Watts on Facebook and on Instagram, iTunes, like everywhere, right? Yeah. And throw the @ symbol in front of that. Is there an email address people can get a hold of you with?
Tony Watts 1984 at gmail.com.
Got it.
Instagram, The Real Tony Watts. Facebook, Tony Watts. Twitter, Tony Watts.
Yeah.
Tony Watts everything.
Awesome. We're going to take pictures a little bit later, and then we'll just hashtag Tony Watts everywhere.
Everywhere.
Exactly. And so, and then your website again is, your Facebook is Tony Watts, and then your album is Church, and you can find that on the 3rd. Where at?
iTunes, Spotify, those are the majors, and pretty much everywhere else.
Okay.
Like I'm independent, but I'm pushing it everywhere.
Yeah.
You might find it at your doorstep. I might knock on it. I used to sell candy when I was a little kid. I used to sell candy door to door.
Yep.
And I did that for somebody else. So I might knock on my door with your album. Like, is this important? If you can't buy it, you have to download the song right now or something. Or I'm not leaving. It's illegal not to give me water. It's just going to work out. You know what I mean? I'm finna become a you can take this down. So I'm finna become like a DJ stalker. I'm gonna be everywhere they're at. That guy in the corner with the mixtape and the album. Why is he staring at me? He's got another album. Yeah. You're gonna get this album. Just make it easy on yourself and take it.
Yep. Don't make me stare you down.
I'm everywhere. Hey man, you dropped something. Like I did. Yeah, this album. I'm right there. We finna get it. Let's go. Then we might have to go to the movies after that. I might have to be in some movies. I don't mind.
Yeah, no doubt. I think you'd be great in movies. I think you'd be hilarious, man.
I might have to be in the Bernie Mac movie. Throw me a minute role. I'm gonna get to it. Shit, I tried to be in Finding Dory. I'm just like, I was trying to get me a role in there. Like, you ain't got a deep voice fish. Let me be the cool fish.
Be the cool fish.
The fish from Watts.
Tony Watts. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my God, this has been fun. This has been a lot of fun. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think you got something. I think you really do, and I'm looking forward to seeing everything else come out.
I appreciate it.
I promise you, I know a few people that are in stand up, and they would be rolling right now.
Mike F be looking at some of my Facebook posts and everything. Every now and then I go off. Every now and then, you have one of those horrible one night stands, and you're like, I had a one night stand and turned my back on the female. Like, no, nothing's happening. I'm leaving, too drunk to drive, but I'm leaving in the morning.
Oh man,
what's wrong? Your breath smells like 50 Shades of shit. This is not happening. Not gonna happen. This isn't right. And then instead of getting up and going to brush them, she's like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "Bitch, you crazy." I had to take a shower because I'm like, she was breathing on my back. I couldn't sleep because I felt her breathing on my back. I'm like, my back stink. I gotta, it was horrible. Yeah.
You use a loofah?
Huh?
I mean, how'd you get it?
Yeah, everything. I got all type of Egyptian scrub. Shit,
it's important.
Damn,
that's important.
Tongue farted, stuck her tongue in. I'm like, this isn't right. This isn't cool. It wasn't like no regular, like tongue thing either. It's like you wrong for just breathing that shit in my face. Like her breath was like, leave now.
Possessed.
Yeah, it was possessed.
It was possessed.
Damn.
Hashtag that bitch's breath was possessed.
Like, chastity belts, chastity breath. Like, oh shit. Like, damn.
Birth control breath.
It was bad. Yeah, like I'm not touching. I don't even want to see how nothing else smell.
Oh my
I don't
God.
see how nothing else smell. I'm cool. I'm gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was a hard sleep.
Oh my God.
I'm over there
Man.
secretly texting.
I know a guy that can help you with that trauma, by the way.
Pick me up.
You were traumatized.
And then when you see the pictures when you were at the club drunk the night before kissing on her, you're like,
oh my God.
you're like, no. She just face raped me. Oh man.
Oh my God. That's just terrible.
Yeah, you feel like less than a man. Like, yeah, that just happened.
That just happened.
Yeah. I was mad. I went in Walmart, knocked all the toothpaste off the shelf. You can see it on my Facebook. I was like, fuck. Like, she must just miss this aisle or something. Like, she must never go here. Like, it's right here. It's toothpaste.
The value of toothpaste.
Brush
baby.
your tongue, too. Don't forget to brush your tongue. They brush their teeth, don't brush their tongue. Like, yeah, you still wet behind the ear.
So yeah, we got to teach this, man.
Yeah.
I think
Nowadays,
that I blame her parents.
Nowadays, you got to get a woman from the club and take her home and groom her. Let's wash you. Wash her and get her right. Go and sit in the tub.
Yeah,
Girl, he was romantic. He just don't want to,
You just making sure.
Yeah, he's making sure.
Making sure that you got bañaste.
Girl, she was like, girl, he put the roses around and everything. Now, that was peppery I was sprinkling in the tub. Like, shit, like, yeah, we're going to get this right.
Oh, my God.
And mess up my whole image. Then you having angry sex with your nose looking like, fuck that. Like, and then you mad at yourself. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm a man.
You have to get you a clip for your nose, man.
Mad at yourself. You ever be mad at yourself? Hey, bitch was ugly. Like, what am I doing? The liquor talk to you sometimes. It's just bad.
Yeah, it does.
I swear she was 40 pounds lighter.
She grew overnight.
Fuck did the rest of you come from?
It was in her bag.
In her bag. Like, nah, I ain't drinking in clubs no more.
Yeah.
I don't even, I ain't
think
going to
you got roofied, man.
My boys got to be with me like, no, get off. I'm like, yeah.
You got roofied.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be claiming.
Now I need your Facebook, everything. I need to look at pictures. You know what I'm saying? Makeup do wonders. Like, you look like a little bitty boy, man. Whew, I can go on forever.
Anyway. Tony, thank you for being here. I had a great time, man. It was so much fun.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So much fun. Thank you so much for your comedy. Thank you for your everything that you do, and I look forward to having you on again. And when we get together, right, it's going to be at the what is it, the Staples Center.
Yeah.
I want like they've got great suites, but I want that suite, right, that's like right next to what's her name, oh my God, the tennis pro.
I got you. I'm gonna get
She got
Serena.
her own suite. Serena Williams.
I'm gonna get you the suite, and I'm gonna send
She's
you.
got her own suite.
I'm gonna send you that girl with that breath too.
Don't do that, dude. We would instantly not be friends anymore.
He was like, "That was cool, but it wasn't."
Who was? It was cool, but it wasn't. So she must have been like super fine. Like
super fine. That's the disturbing part.
Right.
I'm talking about gorgeous.
A little bit of gingivitis.
Knock me from the club. Like, you're coming home with me. All right, shit. You live in Scottsdale too?
Yeah.
That should be
She money.
banned. You gonna knock the
kidding.
paint off some of them walls. Like that, bro. Scottsdale. Shit. Fuck. I stopped.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop you.
She knows she
Poor
is
girl.
too. That's the cold
Poor
part.
girl.
She's not gonna
watch
listen to
this.
your show anymore.
Don't share it with anybody that she knows. Yeah.
Oh, I think they stopped talking to her. Like, how did you do that to him? Now they think we all rock together like that now. Like, what the shit was you kissing?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a unique experience for me.
Hashtag 50 Shades of Shit.
And we just had the pleasure of having Mr. Tony Watts in studio today on the Business Edge and the Edge podcast. And so I'm so excited that you're moving forward and this is going to happen really fast for you. So look forward to hearing all the great stuff that you're doing. By the way, find him on Facebook. You can email him, and you can find him everywhere on social media, Twitter, etc. For the most part, he is the real Tony Watts, unless you go to Facebook and then he's just Tony Watts.
Just Tony Watts.
And hopefully, you brush your teeth. So for the Business Edge, I'm Mike G. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you for joining us on the Business Edge. For more information on how you can be a guest, visit businessedge.com. That's BIZNESS edge.com.